All right, students, we are going to look at practice 1 percentage homework book. So I'm going to make very short video clips on percentage, practice 1, then practice 2, so on and so forth. So you take a look at page 77, percentage. So when you want to express 24 as a percentage of 60, can you please write down and copy down the steps so that you know who is at the denominator and who is at the numerator. And make sure that the units are in the same units. For instance, $3, I will put 300 cents and 60 times 100. Then you will get the percentage. I will like you to slowly write down this. You may even actually pause this page in terms of the video and ensure that you write down all this before we start to continue with the work problems. Yesterday, I tried to do a recording. I actually recorded 5 questions and realized that I didn't press the record button. So today I'm going to go through this again. Okay, so with this, especially for this, change to the same unit. Then after that, you use cancellation to get the answer. I'll wait for you. You pause the video and do it now. Then I will move on to question 3. Let's take a look at question 3. A school has 1,800 pupils. 55% of the pupils are girls, and 30% of the girls and 70% of the boys travel by bus. How many girls travel by bus? How many boys travel by bus? Now you take note, this 55% is of the pupils. So this pupils is the 100%. However, this 30% is of the girls and the 70% is of the boys. So actually all these 3%, they don't have any connection. They don't come from the same home. Okay, so with that, take note, no? So for part C, you know, the number of pupils traveled by bus with the total at the denominator, then you find the percentage. Now with that, because you know that 100% is 1,800, you go and find 1%. After finding 1%, you can find 55% to find the number of girls. After which, you take 1,800 minus the number of girls to get the number of boys. So I pause here for a while for you to write down. Because they say 30% of the girls, so the 30% must be of the girls. You realize that I highlight this in yellow to tell you that now this 990 is the 100% that represent the number of girls. Then you find 1%. After that, you find 30%. Okay? I let you write down. You may even pause the video for a while for you to write down. And of course, you repeat the step for the boys. Now I highlighted in green that actually 810 are all the boys. So same thing, you write down 100% arrow 810, 1%. Then you find out what is 70%. This question, you may use a calculator. You will see these two numbers now. These are the number of girls who traveled by bus. This is the number of boys who traveled by bus. Then you add them together to solve part C. So I pause here for 5 seconds for you to take a look and write down neatly in the steps. For those of you who have already written something, erase away, write properly. Give yourself a chance to solve this question properly. All right, then I'm going to move on to question 5 of page. Question 5, question 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Take note. This one, there are 175 pupils in the hall. 40% of them are boys. 25 girls enter the hall. What percentage of the pupils in the hall are boys? So take note, no? There are more girls entering the hall. So actually the total changes. You cannot tell me that the total still fixed at 175. The total actually increased by 25. So never mind, it's okay. We take note that 40% of them refer to the 175 students. So you realize that only the girls enter. Something remains unchanged. Yes, you are right. It's the number of boys remain the same. So what you're going to do now is we are going to do this in terms of 100% arrow 175. Find out 1%. Find out 40%. At least I know that this is the boys who will not change, which is 70. So now take note, because 25 girls enter the hall. So 175 plus 25 is 200. Now in the new percentage, 70 out of 200. How to get the 100%? You realize that the answer is 35%. Okay, I know I've gone through this in class again, but I just want to go through it again so that you are clear that this is the answer. Then you can write down the answer is 35%. Then we move on to question 5. Question 5, the rabbit question. 30% of the rabbits from a farm were lent to a zoo. After a month, 5/6 of the rabbits were loaned. 5/6 of the rabbits loaned were returned to the farm. There were 228 rabbits in the farm now. How many rabbits were lent to the school in the beginning? So you see, this story is there's a farm. 30% of the rabbits from the farm were actually lent to the zoo. Okay, half a month later, 5 out of 6 of the 30% returned back to the farm. So now the farm has 228 rabbits. Okay, we are going to draw a long bar to represent all the rabbits in the farm. Then I'm going to mark out 30% that were lent, and the rest of the 70% remains in the farm. Now, because I use pink highlighter to show you that of all the rabbits lent, 5 out of 6, that means I cut this into 6 units, but this 5 will return back to the farm. Okay, then all this return plus the 70% give me 228. So if you look carefully, your 30% arrow 6 units, 1% arrow 6 divide 30. Take note, it's 6 divide 30, not 30 divide 6. So 70%, you take 6 divide 30 times 70, you will get 14. That's why Mrs. Aoyon put 14 units here. Now that you see 14 units, you count 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then you can write 19 units equal to 228. 1 unit, 228 divide 19 to give 12. Because they want how many rabbits were lent to the zoo in the beginning, you find 6 units by multiplying 6 times 12, which is 72. Then you will get the part A answer. Then you can write down the part A answer. After that, if they want to ask, how many rabbits were there in the farm before they were lent to the zoo? Meaning, I have 6 units here. I have 14 units here. Altogether, I have 20. So 1 unit equal 12. 20 units will be 20 times 12 is 240. And that is your part B answer. Okay, actually yesterday when I did the recording, this is one of the questions that I got through. So when I actually spoke for half an hour, I realized that I didn't click the record button. I knew that actually I need to take a break already. Okay, let's move on. Okay, question 6 and 7 we have gone through. Question 8 and 9 also have gone through, 10 as well. So with that, I'm going to stop the practice one percentage here so that we can focus on practice 2.